Chepkemoi, Purity, Cherotich, Kirui, the 5 athletes who will be looking to get that ticket to Ghana. As you see, Karen Chebet there taking an early lead, of course. Still very early in this competition as Purity Cherotich places herself in second spot as they cross and go over the first barrier. 35 barriers in total here, including the water jump in the triple chase. Just 2 more events to wrap up the day for today. Of course, we have the 100 meters men's and women's finals still to come, and of course also the 1500 meters decathlon will also take place. Of course, the world record for this distance is held by Beatrice Chepkoech, a record that she set in 2018, stopping the clock in 8 minutes 44 seconds, .32. Of course, a competition that is one of the key events in the Olympic Games as well as the World Championships, with the obstacles here for the women being 76.2 centimeters. And of course, that is adjusted up for the men's competition, which is lifted up to 91.4 centimeters. And of course, as they take the water jump, they are one of the most difficult yet picture perfect moments the water jump always is.
The women's 3,000 meters steeplechase. Caroline Tepore is also in that leading group. 5 laps to go for the women's 5,000 meters. Absolutely, we were watching the 3,000 meters. Not the first thing is the world record order, and I saw the world record order running the 5,000 that this is Kikoe. I remember also another one is the sensational girl, Geraldine.
You would be surprised by the names of athletes who hold the top 5 all-time records for this competition, the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase. Of course, like I mentioned, Beatrice Chepkoech is the fastest ever female athlete over this distance. Her time of 8 minutes 44 seconds, .32. She set in Monaco in July 2018. No one has ever run any faster. And in second place there is Winfred Iavi, of course, who used to run for Kenya but currently runs for Bahrain. And she set a time of 8 minutes 50 seconds, .66 in Eugene in September last year. Chepkoech also holds the 3rd fastest time in this competition, 8 minutes 51.67. She set in Eugene as she finished runner-up to Winfred Iavi, and what a competition that was in Eugene. And then the 4th is by Ruth Jebet, who also runs for Bahrain, and Nora Jeruto, who runs for Kazakhstan. So you could say that the first 7 fastest times in the world are held by Kenyans in one way or the other. Of course, Beatrice Chepkoech being the only one there, with Nora Jeruto, Ruth Jebet, Winfred Iavi and Ruth Jebet running for Bahrain, and Nora Jeruto running for Kazakhstan. Of course, these are athletes who are former Kenyans, or still are Kenyans. Of course, there is the issue of double citizenship.
So once again, 3,000 meters steeplechase. As we talk about Wilfred Mutine, who won all the races last year, in Europe. As we quickly go back to Karen Tibet from Kericho County, Karen Tibet, 3 laps to go.
Just 3 laps to go in the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase as Karen Chibet crosses the line ahead here. She has opened like about 50 meters distance between her and the other athletes who are challenging for the title here today. Karen Chibet there in your picture with the famous Kenyan vest.
Let's appreciate them as we slowly wind up the day. 3,000 meters.
Yes, and Paul, if you can allow me, labda niwafahamishe tu watazamaji kwamba katika steeplechase kimo ukikwenda height ya baria huwa ni 76
Chebet they are going for the famous water jump. Let's see how she goes over it. Nice and easy. And you can see that's where the journalists, the photojournalists, that's where they go for their photos. You can see the water jump, like as I said, is very picturesque. That's why you want to get your best photos that you'll, of course, get on your sports pages and sports blogs and websites across the country and, of course, across the world as well. This is a competition, of course, that is not just being watched in Kenya, but across the world. And we are bringing it to you live from the Nyayo National Stadium on our Facebook and YouTube pages.
Remember, the window of qualification for the African Games was closed on 20th of February 2024. And now, I'm sure they must have qualified earlier than that. That's what we were given. Karen Tibet now taking the lead. Karen Tibet takes the lead now.
Karen Tibet very much in the lead and extending it.
70 meters. For 70 meters.
Yes, Karen Tibet anaongoza ambapo tutakumbuka kwamba alikuwa namba 6 katika mashindano ya mbio za nyika kule Tunisia. Na kimbilia magereza.
Oh, that's very interesting. She was in the team Kenya that was in the cross country 56. And today she's doing the steeplechase. Of course, remember.
Karen Tibet there coming
and also cross country are technical event.
for the bell. And there goes the bell. Karen Tibet here has led from the 3rd lap and is on our way here to victory. As Purity Cherotich Kirui also takes the bell here, running for police. And Fancy Chorono there in 3rd. Who is it going to be for the 2nd spot there? Is it Purity Cherotich Kirui who is in 2nd or Fancy Chorono in 3rd? But there is no challenging here. Karen Tibet from Kericho. She comes to the 200-meter mark and goes for the final water jump. And then she will be on her way home to claim the title here, to become the champion here today, and of course grab a chance to go to Ghana. Into the home stretch, just one more barrier to go here for Karen Tibet. Just one more barrier here, and the fans are up on their feet. They are clapping for her. Very nice and controlled race as Purity Kirui and Sharon Chep and Fancy Tibet also clear the last barrier, and it is victory for Karen Tibet here. She wins the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase and gets a chance to go represent Kenya at the African Games that's happening in Ghana. And Purity Kirui just about holds Fancy Cherono to claim 2nd there. So these 3 athletes, Karen Tibet, Purity Cherotich Kirui, and